Welcome to Still Plays Galaxy of Heroes. This is Grand Arena, final matchup, Week 3, Season 20. Last round up against my opponent, Screed. This came down to banners. He did very well on his offensive run. So the way that this went, I don't think he didn't have any trouble with the fleet. I'm trying to remember what teams tripped him up. Because came down to like 15 or so banner difference. So Darth Revan he needed 2 shots at. He saved his Galactic Legend for offense. So his Ray, I'm not sure where maybe he's saving his Ray for the back wall. Then 2 shots against JTR, and this is why I started putting JTR on defense. And one of the things that's nice is with these Gear 11 Resistance heroes, a lot of players have been underestimating them because this team looks weaker than it is. And I think those are the only 2 that he was tripped up by. I do think, though, either my undersizes and solos on my offense helped me out, or my defense did chew up some banners. Because we both slipped up twice. So those 2 teams on that front wall, and I slipped up on my KYLO Solo and on his fleet. I used the Razor Crest against his Malevolence in that my Razor Crest is still not ready to handle a Malevolence. So, yeah, in this back wall here, just quickly glance before we move on. Nothing to see there. Now for today, what we are looking at with my opponent. A team here, this is what he is running. Jedi Master Luke and Negotiator doing well. He's a solid opponent. Now when we look at the hot bot here from Hot Utils, this is a Discord bot that you can use on my Discord. Most guilds have this though. He is in a very weak guild, half the size. Usually what this means is this is the guild leader of his guild or one of the officers, and they just have been building up a guild for a long time. So that's nothing to signify the seriousness of the player, but it does signify like Watt or some of the other, or the development on the ships, because that's going to really slow down that get currency accumulation. The lifetime banners here is 300 less than mine, but 600 is somebody who plays the game mode, just loses a little bit, probably drops a battle per round. Clears are respectable, the undersizes are respectable. For me, that's a seriousness metric. And when we're looking here, he's got a decently deep roster. I have the edge on top 80. He's got a good amount of Zetas, which tells me he's been a long time player. We're pretty even on the Gear 13, pretty even on the Gear 12. I just have way more of the Gear 11. That's pretty standard. And I have a advantage in mods. Pretty big one, but these are not these aren't embarrassing at all. They're fine. It looks like we're getting matched up, though, where he's increasing his top 80 GPs, mainly in these tier 4, but nothing here is outrageous. These are all reasonable amounts of relicking. So he's got Jedi Master Luke. He's got Jedi Knight Luke and Gas. They're modded way better than mine are. But I tend not, it's not really an issue in my squad arena, so I don't really care. Darth Revan here and Malik, though, I have the edge. And then here's where we're seeing the size of the guild come in with a 5-star Watt. And he only has a 5-star Malevolence. So when we look at this, jump in here, take a look at this defense. I changed things up a little bit. He's He saves his Galactic Legend for offense, that's pretty consistent, but he does put down a much better defense than what we've been seeing from some of our recent matches. So Newt has moved into this front line here, although I saved Watt just in case I had to deal with a mirror. And we have Darth Revan, JTR. On the back wall, Grievous, Padme. I threw this Cura team back here. It's tripped up one person so far. I don't think there's any conclusions to draw from it. But it's at least not the Old Republic. Top territory here is Mon Mothma. Bad Batch because this guy is a more serious opponent. I want to see how he approaches it. And this team here that's been doing very little for me. But I should have saved it for offense because Quill and IG-11 are a feat that expires this round. So I'm going to miss out on another feat because of that. So what we are looking at on his turn, none of these teams are too scary, all pretty manageable. We got Darth Revan, Grievous, and we got a wedge team here that maybe we can do something dumb against. And down in the lower territory here, really soft lower territory with Rogue One, Night Sisters, and Mon Mothma. I'm really tempted to Wampa that Mon Mothma. Usually, like, Gear 12 or a mix of Gear 12 and Gear 11 Mon Mothma teams Wampa can solo. Once you start seeing a couple relics, though, it gets weak, but the rest of it is so weak that I wonder if Wampa can handle it. But there's a chance that this goes down to banners, and I don't know if I want to risk it. I think we're going to start here with troopers. So we're going to do... If those Night Sisters were in a different slot, I would probably just gas it. But I'm saving gas for that back wall just in case. But... because I kind of wanted to use these troopers against that bad wedge team. Just to show that those... how this Gear 11 team can handle those kinds of... like, bad relics. Like, all those characters that you have to, that you're forced into relicking to get other characters, they're not worth putting on defense. Like, I know it might seem like it's worth putting them on defense because, oh, they're at relics. Like, that's better than some of these other Gear 11 teams, but it's not the case. I think we'll go over here. Let's take out Ventress with Deathmark. Keep that turn meter train going. I should have hit Zombie. I keep doing that. That's... because it would have been 2 characters to get that turn meter going. Like right now. Take out Zombie. Let's also take out Daka. Alright. My troopers are going to be increased in gear pretty soon for that Executor. I'm gonna have to go after the Executor. Fleet's too important to my roster development. It's definitely a thing where I'm probably going to be getting the Executor before I get my next Galactic Legend. Did I save Nest? I did not save Nest, right? Nest is with Newt. Should have saved Nest. Yeah, I should have saved Nest. I don't like to Wampa the Rogue One because of the stuns, the dazes, those things, the healing immunity that Cassian can put down. Like, I recently did a very weak Rogue One, soloed it with Wampa, and it was a little dicey. It's just the gear discrepancy was so much that I didn't care that it was worth the risk. This one is not worth the risk. Although, I almost wonder how Wampa would do against those relics. The way that we're going to approach the rest of this is most likely Night Sisters will take that out. Jedi Master Luke and Junk Jedi will take that out. We're not going to Wampa it. But we're going to take something trash up against those rebels. We're going to do it. I'm going to Wampa this Mon Mothma team. It might not work out. But I haven't exactly found the threshold where I think Wampa is safe against Mon Mothma, and I want to figure out. Like, maybe one relic, Wampa's still safe. Or one relic plus Mon Mothma. It would be nice to, like, bring in Wat Tambor here. Alright, so we do this, we get our protection up. Because with Wat Tambor we could prevent a revive. Yeah, this isn't going to work out for me. Come on, no. I was hoping he'd counter, get some health back. Yeah. Hopefully we don't have to pay for that later. Now the way I can deal with this... These front walls that are weak, it's this matter of not wanting to use too much. We have a lot of choices. I think we're just going to Traya this one. Okay. We shouldn't have hit him. All right. Drain life. Let's take out Baze with the overpower. We'll we'll throw the isolate there. Let's get rid of the only real damage dealer. We're just gonna ignore Kara. She's what, gear 8? Like, irrelevant. Now this Rogue One team. Maybe we do Mandos here. Or wait, let's not forget about Cat this time around. Maybe let's do that. Let's use like some Junk Jedi. Let's do. It's only level 3. I only have level 3 on that. I only have level 3 on that. Did I not level up any of these leadership abilities? You know what? Let's just do Bastila. No, we're gonna do Mandos. I'd prefer to use Cat up against something that's harder. Like, we should be trying to figure out what she can do. We're not gonna learn anything from using her up against trash. We're going to throw this on K2SO, because he's going to be taunting in a second anyway. We'll save the AoE. That's something that we're working on doing. Still save it. I need to make Mando Beskar faster. Right. We throw that on Bo. AoE because of the whistling birds. Another AoE. Now we got our 20 stacks. Let's get some ingots. Alright, now I want to taunt, because we have that guaranteed counter. Doesn't be relevant. I still have no idea what the power level of this team is. And we saw earlier in this week that they couldn't beat a pretty weak bounty hunter team. That's a bad sign. But that's all likely to change with Darth Maul being added. So very likely we're going to see some sort of Mando team with Maul, I imagine. Alright, we got Gas. Thought that was going to be a surprise, but if you're going to leave a surprise like that, you got to put a better front line. Alright. We'll just use like Jedi Knight Luke and Gas. We're going to use Jedi Master Luke up top. I still need to figure out where I want to use Cat. I need to look at those other two teams. You can probably just auto this one. It's the Gear 12 Zelbars that give my KYLO a little trouble with where my relic levels are at. It has not been a guarantee up against those Zelbars. This one, though, should not be a problem at all. It's a really weak First Order team. Oh, wait. If I give Jedi Master Luke trash Jedi, who am I going to give to Commander Ahsoka? Maybe we do it anyway. Maybe we just give Commander Ahsoka better Jedi? Or scoundrels? I used to have a lot of fun with this counter. I'm bored by it now. The mods seem pretty good on this Grievous team, though. Uh-oh. That's a good well-timed stun. Alright, let's heal up. Revive. We're back in business. I'm not expecting this guy to play me very clean, though, so maybe we can do some other goof-off things. But I expected that last round, too, and that guy played me clean. I mean, we have so much stuff. We have so much stuff. Okay. I think we're gonna just do a Jedi Knight Luke team here. You can have Old Ben, you're gonna have Hermit Yoda. Honestly, it's probably enough. But maybe we shouldn't risk it. Let's bring in Bear. No, we're gonna bring in bears. We're gonna respect gas. Oh, that's right. This guy's has his stuff modded very well. At least this character. But we got through him fast. He's modded for offense then, not protection. I like the defense route. Or if you're gonna go with a gas team, offense is fine if you're doing like the Jedi Master Luke teams now. Yeah, he's gonna stand. Let's get some. Sure. I'm just thinking through how I feel about gas as a defensive team these days. And you took banners, but I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm into it. If your opponent has as Galactic Legends. We're gonna... Yeah, we're doing the Jedi Master Luke stuff here. I just think it's fun to demonstrate this. Like, it's low banners. It's really not the way to go about this. But it's fun. We're going to increase cooldowns on Darth Revan. No one can assist, so it doesn't matter. But increasing the cooldowns messes up the turn order with Bastila and Darth Revan, so that's why I like to do it. Efflux. And that's why I brought in Kanan. He's tanky. Okay, I should actually be calling everyone towards Bastila. All right, another one of these. Low banners, but it's a really cheap way to handle Darth Revan. Only have to use one good character instead of having to bring in a whole good squad. I like it. Now, the teams we got left, we got this weird, weakish First Order team. We got those relics. I don't want to do this. I think we'll bring Cat up against these relict rebels. And I'm tempted. Let's see what kind of scoundrels we have. What kind of these guys we have? Now I actually think, let's do Bastila lead. We can bring in a decent team of junk and throw in right. How does all this work? Why am I pairing her with Jedi? This is a Galactic Republic. But a lot of these Jedi are Galactic Republic, except for Bastila, right? So get rid of Ezra. He's not doing anything. We can leave. Let's do Ki-Adi-Mundi anyway. He still gives some stuff. It's just less because it's not a full team of Galactic Republic. But he's still. I think he's still. No, that's still if it's all Jedi. So we're not getting any. Wait, how does that work? Yeah, so nothing's happening. So we won't use him. No, we're still gonna use him. I just want to play with my toys. I guess we'll throw the armor shred here. Not a lot of damage. Let's call in Cat. Let's throw that on Ayla. Biggs? Turn meter for all those other Jedi. Jeez, he went down fast. Ooh. I'm gonna get rid of Captain Han before he revives anybody. Didn't get it. Are we gonna lose her? Yes, we are. Disappointing. I'm feeling like Gear 11 Cat is not interesting. She's a character. Obviously, she's awesome at relics, but I'd like to figure out that in between zone, and I'm not seeing it here. Because if she were dangerous at Gear 11, these trash relics would be in danger. Because like my Gear 11 troopers would have tore that apart. I wonder even how Mandos would have done against it. We'll clean that up with something else. I don't think we have any fun things we can play with. It did look like there was a nice damage boost, though. But she isn't elevating that kind of team. What am I doing? Sure, let's just do this quick. Huh? We're done testing. We're just working on clearing this now. Because there's nothing fun left, right? Yeah, there's nothing fun. I'm just gonna rip out Princess Leia before she stealths. Don't care about that. All right. Maybe we'll do Razor Crest here up against the Chimera. No, let's do Razor Crest up against the Finalizer. But the thing I don't trust about the Razor Crest is how fast it's going to be. Maybe Thrawn gets off his ultimate. Nope. See if we can rip out Vader. No. Why would you give me good RNG? Okay. I think the new account's going to be much more interesting than all of this. New account guy, he already cleared me. He one-shot everything. He set down decent defense. So it's going to be tough to see if we can match what my opponent did. thought that would trigger the payout. I guess we're still one away. Really? I don't even want to call in. Slave one. I was tempted to stun slave one, but whatever. Alright, we're gonna head over to the new account. That's all. Some fun little testing, just not enough. Just felt dead. Not a lot of joy coming from this matchup. And alright, let's head to the new one. Alright, here is the quick review of the last opponent. I don't remember if he had attacked prior to the record or not. Maybe he did. I think we stalled him out if I'm remembering correct. Yeah. So he didn't have a solution for my Falcon, but he got through Geos no problem. Padme probably without issue. Padme is not all that effective at the lower levels. And on front territory here, no trouble. But he didn't have a deep enough fleet to handle Akbar here on defense. And I think he took 3 shots. Yeah, 3 shots. I need to get Biggs stronger because that Biggs is weak. Now, today's opponent. Troopa Snoopa. This guy knows what he's doing. He's running CLS in Arena. Very strong CLS. This one's doing nice. He's got some synergy there. I didn't check his fleet depth, so I don't know what his secondary fleet was, but he one-shot all of these teams, so we're not going to look at him. And he set down a solid defense. So this Padme team's weaker. We can probably use something softer against it. We have to respect Pelpin Vader, even though it's a weaker Vader. And then this bottom one here with Geos. You always need to be careful with Geos, even though he's approaching Geos like I am, which I think makes a lot of sense early on. Like I've said it before, is like you either can beat Geos or you can't. And so having your Geos super strong or with the Zeta, like I don't think it's necessary these days. We're not going to chance it. I was thinking maybe leaving it with just Sith, but we're going to bring in Piet and Stormtrooper. Because I haven't checked his mods. They're probably normal or fine. I don't think he cares about this team too much, but he does use Geos with Fleet, so maybe he has some level 15 and decent mods there. But they were also not leveled up enough to be relevant for Fleet. Alright, we're going to do the Force Crush. I'm going to chuck this over on Soldier and then try and land the ability block, which we do. I'm not going to chance it, but I think we could probably take him out. hit the shock. That should take him out, and we are good. Let's see what we have on the back. Okay. No big deal. We can do anything against that. We're going to CLS this one. This is the tougher one. We're using CLS because we can stun Vader out the gate and prevent him from being a problem. The rest of this team doesn't matter. So you can pull the turn meter, rip out Vader, and the rest of this is done. Alright. We're probably going to have to do Django against Padme, though. Which I'm not ecstatic about. But I don't... The alternative, though, is my Jedi. I don't like my Jedi. They're very... Because if I show you these abilities aren't that high. Let me check the abilities on that Padme. Yeah, see, when we look at these abilities here, these can create problems. I don't trust my Jedi. So we are going to go this route. Maybe Boss Lead would be better. Because landing the debuffs might become a problem. I like the speed, though, that Django gives. But without what's his face, Kenobi, we don't have to worry about that taunt. Alright, we got the contract. Seriously? Oh, you got buff immunity. That should be enough to take out... not quite. You gotta get your Padme faster, my man. That was a long time to not be relevant. We'll just take out 5s right now. We're going to be able to take out Padme with anything. Alright, this is going fine so far. Let's see what kind of fleet. Hopefully not anything too good. I imagine it's going to be it's not going to be anything dangerous. Yeah, we can rip this apart. And then, I guess Jedi against those rebels, or whatever was with Stormtrooper Han. This is going to be close on banners, though, I'm sure. Let's get rid of Anakin. All right. I'm not going to calculate the banners. I wonder how close we are, though. They are not good. We can undersize this. The question is, do I Bastila or Revan? Let's do Revan. That Jolie Zeta is happening soon. All right. Let's spread the foresight now. Let's take out the next damage dealer, which is Luke. These guys are slow. The, whatever that ability is called isn't developed enough to get the bonus turn. So I am just not using it. Other than stealing buffs, without the bonus turn, it doesn't do anything. Because like I have it at, I guess it doesn't tell you. Okay, let's see if we got the win. My defense was tough, maybe not tougher. Slightly tougher. Ooh. All right. We're still undefeated this... We've been undefeated for a while. We won all of last round, I'm pretty sure. Forget exactly. We've lost no more than 4 times through 4 seasons, I think. Is this season 4 or season 5 on this account? I forget. Should have started writing it down. Alright, we are done. Thank you for watching. I got to make a video on the road ahead, so that's the next thing I'm doing. Be safe out there, everyone, and be excellent to each other. This is Still Plays Galaxy of Heroes.